Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? Guys, I, uh, I gotta say, Plunderers is pretty dark, man. Um, they hold very little back, and I respect it, and at the same time, I fear it, right? Um, there's only so much supposedly you can believe will happen. Uh, a lot of these people could have been alive or could have gone through the operation somehow, but nah, they're just bodying them off. And what I mean by that is we've seen not one but two people from actually three people supposedly from this past actually be alive some way, shape, or form. So if that is the case, why wouldn't it something happened maybe for more of them to be alive and maybe be fighting on this side? And that's why we saw the helicopters show up, different things that just kind of give us information on what is going on in the grand scheme of the background and what's possible, I guess you can say. But everything kind of just kind of got blown out of proportion and couldn't really think about anything. So we all get pretty sad that, or I guess all the characters get pretty sad that somebody needs to take the operation, and the person most suitable, or rather the person who steps up first to be sacrificed for this attempt, is Rito, Lich-kun, Puting, and it sucks because we already know that somehow, some way, this will be a success, and we don't understand if this is the one and only thing he needs to be practically triggered into becoming that killer, becoming that absolute, like, ridiculous monster that we see him to be once he kind of just loses it and goes forward, which makes a lot more sense once he started like calling himself something else, I believe. Like the Sherman or whatever, the guy, the blonde hair guy that he's doing the transfusion with. That's who I believe it is, and I apologize if it was freaking drawn out in the open and said, and I'm saying I believe it is because I kind of watch a lot of shows at once, not to mention I watch it one time, give you my raw opinion, and then if anything changes or you guys correct me in the comments, I love to be wrong if I say something wrong and have a different perspective just thinking about it without watching the show, right? That's what this channel has pretty much started to become, is just a raw first reaction review, and then whatever you guys tell me, I usually either talk about it a lot in the comments with you, or I disclose it in my next video because you guys help me be that much more prepared for anything that pops off in the shows that I truly care about. Um, but it is irresponsible for me to do that, as some would say, but at the same time, any interaction is good interaction when it comes to these platforms, but I'm not doing it on purpose. I have to go to work soon. I'm trying to get this out, and I would love to talk about it. Sorry about the rant. Anyway, it looks like whatever we're about to see or get changed in the core of what we gotten, just with how Lich got his hair, like why, what was going on in the background, something that he might have forgot over all this time, right? Like this little detail of him doing this compared to him being the legendary ace that everybody looks up to, there's probably a lot of memory he's put to the back of his head like most would do. So it just makes his character even that much more complex and scary for how long he's been holding all this in. What now will it be like for him to actually release these inner demons if he remembers them, or if the situation's even worse by them having more, more people on the line of whatever, like him having to protect more people, seeing more people die. Like we saw the red-haired guy that was pretty much down with the whole cause of not killing and stuff jump in front and get killed. So there's some people that aren't coming back from this, and to think Ace or Lich is going to take this lightly is gonna be scary, man. It's gonna be a scary, scary situation for whoever's on the other end, which we kind of see in the previews. He's might be in the battle sooner than later, because with our main girl in the front line about to get chopped, and it's supposedly not being a dream, that might be bad, you know? It might just be bad. So we'll see how all this turns out. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. And if you are not, I do truly hope things get better with any time it can. So with all that being said, everybody, please, let's talk in the comments or talk about whatever you want. I'm always here and reading the comments. I hope that just by having someone talk about shows you guys are passionate about as well can get you guys motivated to maybe even want to talk about things that I don't talk about, so they get some exposure and get talked about. So that being said, take care and peace.